State Representative Jeffrey Elmore with your weekly session update for Thursday, June 16th. Extremely busy at the General Assembly as we're trying to move as fast as we can because this is the second year of the biennium, our short session. So lots of action now moving with bills, moving in between chambers and going to the governor. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about those, talk to you about some visits to the office, and give you an update on the budget. First, the majority of bills that moved this week through the House were actually de-annexation bills that were local-based bills from various communities all over the state, and they were de-annexing property, and that has to take a formal process through both chambers, and it's actually what's called a roll call vote. So the votes actually have to take place over 2 separate days. So that was a lot of the action in the House, but there were other things that were sent in between the chambers, and I'll go over a couple of them. A lot of departmental bills flow right now, technical corrections from departments that are requested. So one that is being sent to the governor is House Bill 83, Revenue Laws, Technical, Clarifying, and Administrative Changes. That was actually on the floor today. Representative Howard of Davie was carrying that bill. That bill is now to the governor for his signature. A couple of bills that went from the House to the Senate this week is HB 990, Medicaid Hospital Assessment Adjustments. This is making adjustments to the Medicaid Modernization Hospital Assessments, and it's trying to link us with a program that's coming down from the feds, not Medicaid itself, but dealing with the assessments because we're under a managed care program that we instituted to reform the Medicaid system here. House Bill 992, the Office of Administrative Hearings. This was a technical correction dealing with personnel. He wants to have the same flexibilities in the Office of Administrative Hearings that other departments have, dealing with his staffing flexibility. And there was a House resolution, HB 1170, that we are sending to our congressional delegation that opposes the parking fees at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park because there are proposed parking fees that they want to institute at the national park, and the folks from the far west are concerned that that may affect tourism. So that's something that we're basically sending as a message to our congressional delegation. We do have one bill that is in conference right now, and it is suspending the automatic expunsion. We dealt with that, dealing with expunsion laws in long session, and we made some tweaks. What this bill does is we've seen some things that have happened with that, and they're trying to make some clarification. So a very legal bill there. And we had several guests this week that I wanted to thank for coming by the office. A few of them I got to speak to, and a few of them I didn't. Your clerk of court of Wilkes, Regina Billings, stopped by. I didn't get to see her, but all the clerks from around the state were here, and so she was down here advocating for Wilkes. And my friend from Ash, Pam Barlow, was here up the mountain, and I did get to see her in the hall. And County Commissioners Day was this week, and Eddie Settle and John Yates of Wilkes came down to talk, and I got to hear from a couple of education groups. They met in the office, professional educators from North Carolina, and their executive director, Tammy Beach, with their board members, was here, and I got to speak with them. I used to be president of that board years ago, so I saw a few familiar faces, and I got to speak with the School Counselors Association president, counselor, and he started his work in McDowell County, so he's currently working in Gaston. So it was nice talking with all of these folks. Update on the budget. We are in the short rows of the budget. The full chairs, which I'm one of, have worked through all of the departments, all of the different areas. We have flagged different issues that we don't agree with or just don't necessarily know how to handle, and now it moves to the next step. And the next step is where our leaderships of each chamber start talking to work out differences. So we are very much in the short rows of the budget. So I'm hoping that we can, in the next couple weeks, get our budget resolved so we can get out of here before Independence Day. That's our goal, and the start of the fiscal year, which is June 30th. If we can make that goal, it will actually be the first time we've done that since I've been down here. So got my fingers crossed, but we'll see how it goes. That's the update for this week, and I hope you tune in next.